From the crowded streets of Delhi to the grand stages of global cinema, Shah Rukh Khan's journey is more than the tale of an actor. It is the story of a young dreamer who refused to bow down to circumstances, who fought through loss, struggle, and rejection, and who ultimately became one of the most iconic figures the world has ever known. When we speak about Shah Rukh Khan, we are not just speaking about a movie star. We are speaking about a symbol of hope, a man whose presence lights up cinemas, hearts, and entire generations. This is the story of the man millions call the King of Bollywood. Shah Rukh Khan was born on November 2, 1965, in New Delhi, into a modest family that believed deeply in education, discipline, and values. His father, Mir Taj Muhammad Khan, was a man of integrity, known for his strong principles and vast knowledge. His mother, Latif Fatima, was warm, intuitive, and emotionally strong. Together, they raised Shah Rukh and his elder sister, Shahnaz, in an atmosphere where love, simplicity, and dreams coexisted. But even in his early years, something set him apart. Shah Rukh was curious, expressive, and confident, a boy who could switch between humor and seriousness with ease. Little did anyone know that this boy, with his spark-filled eyes and restless energy, would one day become one of the biggest stars in the world. As a teenager, Shah Rukh was active in sports, especially hockey and football, but destiny had a different plan for him. An injury that affected his shoulder pushed him away from sports forever. Most people would have been discouraged, weakened, or even lost. But for Shah Rukh, this setback became a redirection. Instead of giving up, he redirected his passion toward performing arts. He found the stage, and the stage found him. At school and later in college, he became known for his acting skills, his energy, and his ability to command an entire audience with nothing more than a few lines of dialogue and a strong presence. He graduated from Hansraj College, where he pursued economics, but his true passion lay in the theater group he joined under the mentorship of Barry John. Few knew how deeply he was in love with acting. Few knew how committed he was to becoming something extraordinary. At that time, Shah Rukh was not chasing fame. He was chasing expression, emotion, storytelling, and the thrill of connecting to people's hearts. Life, however, struck him with tragedy. Before he could even begin his professional journey, Shah Rukh lost both of his parents. First his father, then his mother. The grief could have broken him, but instead, it shaped him into someone stronger, someone more determined, someone who carried his parents' dreams within his own. He once said in an interview that after his mother's death, he felt he had nothing left to lose. That emptiness became his greatest strength. That pain became the fire behind his ambition. Shah Rukh started his career with television. In 1988, he appeared in the TV series, Fauji, where he played the charming and humorous Commando Abhimanyu Rai. Audiences immediately fell in love with him. He was new, fresh, energetic, and effortlessly charismatic. His smile, his expressive eyes, and his natural style of acting made him stand out from the rest. Soon after, he appeared in other shows like Circus, and within a short time, he had become one of the most popular faces on Indian television. But Shah Rukh knew that he wasn't meant for small screens alone. His dreams were too big, too intense, too powerful to be confined. In 1991, he moved to Mumbai, the city of dreams. Like countless others, he arrived with hopes and hunger. But unlike the countless others, he arrived with unstoppable determination. He often describes Mumbai as the city that adopted him at his most vulnerable moment. Soon after his arrival, he signed multiple films. With his unique mix of confidence and humility, he slowly carved a space for himself in an industry that was already full of stars. But there was something about him that no one else had, the ability to connect with the audience on an emotional level that felt personal and intimate. Shah Rukh made his film debut in 1992 with Deewana. The film was a success, and suddenly the newcomer with the sharp features, intense eyes, and electric energy had captured the attention of the entire nation. But what made him unconventional was the roles he chose to play afterward. While most aspiring actors focused on heroic roles, Shah Rukh fearlessly stepped into the shoes of anti-heroes. In films like Bazigar and Dare, he played characters that were dark, obsessive, and morally complicated. But instead of repelling audiences, he fascinated them. His portrayal of emotion, love, pain, madness, desire, was so powerful that people couldn't look away. He became the first actor in Bollywood who could make the villain the most loved character in the movie. But in 1995, everything changed forever. That was the year Shah Rukh Khan became a global name with Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. The film broke every rule, every barrier, and every record. And even today, it remains one of the longest-running films in history. Shah Rukh's Raj became the ultimate romantic hero. Charming, respectful, mischievous, and full of heart, Raj was not just a character, he became an ideal. He became a benchmark for love stories. He became a dream for millions. For years after, Shah Rukh dominated the romantic genre in a way no one else ever has. Dil to Pagal Hai, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum, Kal Ho Na Ho, Veer Zara, Mohabbateen, Kabhi Alvida Na Kaina, and many others made him the undisputed king of romance. He could express love without speaking a word. He could convey heartbreak with a single tear. He could make the audience feel joy simply through a smile. Women adored him, men admired him, and families loved watching him together. His on-screen charm was unmatched, but his off-screen humility made him even greater. As his stardom grew, so did his versatility. Shah Rukh never wanted to be limited to one genre. With films like Swades, he proved he could carry serious and socially meaningful roles. With Devdas, he proved he could portray tragedy with classical beauty. With Don, he proved he could be stylish and dangerous at the same time. With Chak De India, he gave Indian cinema one of its most inspiring performances ever, a coach who led a team of underdogs to victory, mirroring his own journey in many ways. He was not just acting. He was inspiring millions to dream, to rise, to believe. But Shah Rukh Khan's magic was not limited to films. He became a global icon. He traveled across the world, spoke at major universities, won international awards, and received recognition from governments and institutions worldwide. His fan base grew from India to the Middle East, Europe, the United States, Africa, and even South America. He became one of the most famous faces on the planet, a cultural ambassador for India, and a symbol of resilience and success. Behind all this success, however, was a man who never forgot where he came from. Shah Rukh Khan is known for his kindness, generosity, and deep respect for people. His interactions with fans are full of warmth. His interviews are full of wisdom, humor, and intelligence. His words often reflect his life experience, his struggles, his losses, and his victories. He speaks with honesty, he listens with empathy, and he carries himself with grace. Despite his massive stardom, he has always been approachable and grounded. He built his empire not through luck but through endless hard work, sleepless nights, and a commitment to excellence. He once said, "Success is not a good teacher. Failure makes you humble." This belief has shaped his journey more than anything else. Shah Rukh's personal life has also been a pillar of strength for him. His relationship with Gauri Khan is one of the most admired love stories in India. They stood by each other during difficult times, celebrated good times, and built a family full of love and stability. Their 3 children, Aryan, Suhana, and Abram, complete the picture of a man who balances stardom with fatherhood beautifully. No matter how high he rose, Shah Rukh Khan faced challenges. There were periods when his films didn't perform well, when the media criticized him, when people doubted him. But each time, he came back stronger. His comeback in 2023 with Pathan, Jawan, and Donkey proved that legends never fade, they only evolve. These films broke records worldwide and established that Shah Rukh Khan is not just a star of the past but a force of the present and future. Today, Shah Rukh Khan stands as a symbol of hard work, courage, confidence, and belief. He represents the idea that no dream is too big, no struggle too heavy, and no background too small. His life teaches us that stars are not born, they are made by effort, resilience, and passion. Shah Rukh Khan's story is the story of millions who rise from difficulties and change their destiny through sheer willpower. As the lights dim in cinemas and the audience waits with anticipation, one silhouette still holds the power to make hearts race and eyes shine. A man with open arms, a warm smile, and a promise of emotion, magic, and unforgettable moments. That man is Shah Rukh Khan, an actor, a dreamer, a legend, and above all, a global icon whose influence will continue for generations. In the end, Shah Rukh Khan is more than the king of Bollywood. He is the king of hearts, the king of dreams, and the king of every moment where hope defeats fear. And as long as stories are told, as long as cinema exists, and as long as dreams live, Shah Rukh Khan's name will shine like a star that never fades.